Over 1,500 pounds of metal stolen in bright daylight, including over 700 pounds of gold from the second busiest airport in South America. Welcome to another video of Cracked Crime Facts. In this video, we will tell you more about the Guarulhos airport robbery. How could this busy airport get robbed, and how did they get away with so much valuable metals without firing a single shot? On Thursday, 25th July 2019, a group of 8 heavily armed men disguised as police raided a Sao Paulo airport cargo terminal. The 8 men, dressed in black uniforms bearing the insignia of the federal police, drove into the terminal in broad daylight, stealing the $30 million cargo in less than 3 minutes. Airport officials stated that the thieves had stolen gold destined for Zurich and New York through the use of vehicles that appeared like police patrol motors. They also had dressed as officers and carried guns. 4 men exited the trucks with covered faces, with at least one of the men carrying a rifle. 2 airport workers were taken hostage during the ordeal. After the robbery, they were both released unharmed. The getaway motors were later found to be deserted in Jardim Pantanal, a town 12 miles from the airport. It was initially reported that one of the guards had been kidnapped the previous day along with 6 members of his family and forced to divulge inside information about the location of the robbery. However, the guard later confessed to having been a knowing participant in the heist. Police suspected that this wasn't the group's first robbery. In March 2018, 5 armed men stole $5 million in coins while it was being unloaded from a Lufthansa aircraft at Sao Paulo's Viracopos airport. And in April 2017, a Brazilian gang, the First Capital Command, were blamed for a $12 million armed robbery in Ciudad del Este, Paraguay. But this still does not explain how the robbers could get entry to a secured part of the airport while the valuable metals were being stored. In 2016, the Sao Paulo's Public Security Bureau published an article that in about 90% of shipment robberies, workers that were familiar with the contents of the shipment were involved. The significance of understanding where an item is going to be and at what time cannot be underestimated. By using inside information, the robbers have a much higher chance to succeed. Armed raids on transportation companies surged in Brazil from around 2012, primarily driven by organized crime groups in the states of Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. Although ambushes on freight trucks have made up the majority of the cases, a small group of highly organized thieves had set its eyes on other targets, such as airports. But while violent crimes on a whole is on the rise in Brazil, cargo theft is dropping, if official figures are to be believed. The decrease is attributed to improved security escorts. The civil police managed to arrest 3 suspects for the robbery. Investigators, however, still have no clue to the whereabouts of the nearly 719 kilograms of stolen metals.